Hi, so in this video I thought we would take a look at setting up and installing MuseScore 4 on Linux. And basically this is something that I did recently, and there was a few things to set up that might not be obvious at first glance, so I thought I would make a video to show you guys what I did there. So let's jump right in. This is MuseScore's official website, and you can download the app image by clicking this free download button, or by going to download and then going to software. And there's also a app image link here, and then there's also Muse Sounds Manager, which we'll also take a look at. That's an additional program that allows you to download realistically sounding sound packs, or like sound fonts. I'm not sure like what the exact technical name for them is, but basically this is very realistic sounds that MuseScore 4 has, and to use that you need to install this additional program. So you might think that, well, it's like just an app image, so there's no like installation process. Like, what's the point of this video? And well, the point is that let me just show you basically what I did. So let's go over to the terminal here. So the app image that they provide, you can actually use an install option there, which will unpack certain files from the app image and give you access to things like manuals, and it will just give you a little bit more flexibility if you like setting up things for yourself, like the way you like to organize your folders where you download your software. So I install all programs that just kind of come from, just download from the internet, and like either extract an archive or an app image. I put them into my home directory, and then I have an opt subdirectory, and then I create another subdirectory for that piece of software. I called this MuseScore 4. By the way, I'm on Debian Linux, and the version that they provide in the repositories, I'm still on Debian Bookworm. I haven't updated to Trixie yet, but I don't know, I don't think that they changed anything on Trixie. I might be wrong about this, but as far as MuseScore goes, and see MuseScore on apt, the version that they have is actually MuseScore 2, which is just like ridiculous in my opinion, because there wasn't even I don't know when MuseScore 4 came out, but it's right now it's version 4.6.3, so it's been out for a while probably, and MuseScore 3 never even made it into Debian Bookworm, which is pretty strange and a bit funny. But we're not going to dwell on that. We're going to be installing things manually. So basically, like I said, I have this folder that I created for this purpose, called it MuseScore 4, so that it's called something different from what the package would be called if I installed it from apt, which I probably won't do, but still, I just decided to call it MuseScore 4. And then I have two subdirectories here, MuseScore and MuseScore Muse Sounds Manager, which I told you what it is. And then within those directories, I have I do this structure. So basically, let me actually show you. So I already have MuseScore installed. Here it is. Right now I have installed the version. Let's see, where is it? About MuseScore Studio. So 4.6.2, a new update came out since I installed that one. So I'm going to go ahead and update now and just show you the installation process at the same time. So I'll just, let me see. They have separate links here, but I guess all of this, free download, this just automatically detects that I'm on Linux and gives me a link to the app image, and this also links to the app image, and this links to app image. They also have some more stuff for Linux here, which is just talks about different distributions and what they have in their repositories. We talked about Debian already. I don't know anything about other ones because I don't run them at this time. So download AppImage. Let's download that. So yeah, here it goes. So save file. Oh yeah, it's already downloading. Good. So version 4.6.3. So like this AppImage actually has like an install command built into it. That's one of the reasons that I wanted to make this video, because it might not be obvious. Good to know about. So I also have like another folder that it's called local packages, where I just like I keep all downloads of software. I also have a MuseScore 4 subdirectory there. So and as you can see right now, yeah, I only have Muse Sounds Manager here. Actually, yeah, I thought I would move this file that I downloaded. It's in my home folder now, but I'm not gonna actually do that, because that AppImage, the way the installer works, I just remembered that. So it basically, let me just show you. Basically, let me just install it. I'm gonna ramble, and that's not helpful. So let's go MuseScore. So that's where I'm gonna install stuff. So as you can see, I have MuseScore 4.6.2. Let me run the tree command on it to show you what's inside. So this is already an unpacked or like installed AppImage. As you can see, when you install it, it puts the AppImage into this bin subdirectory, and then creates some symlinks. And then what I like about this is that it provides you, for example, one thing that you might find helpful is, let me see, so one thing that I personally liked about this is that it provides like a man page, which is something that I like having to have, but it also gives you stuff like icons and like a desktop file if you want to include it into your like start menu on your desktop environment, or your window manager. Like I'm using Awesome Window Manager, for example, and I could include it in my start menus and one of these sub menus here. I'm not going to worry about that. I actually always use just Command R, and then I just type the name of the program that I will launch here, and I just launch it like that. So I don't really use the menu, but it's here. So this is kind of one of the reasons why you might want to install an AppImage. So let me actually move this file that I downloaded into my home folder in this subfolder. So now we have it here. So first of all, what you need to do is make it executable to do anything with it, including unpacking files from it, like I just showed you the previous AppImage that I downloaded did. So I'll make it executable. This is a lowercase x, so chmod plus x, and then the name of the file. So now I can do this, and I can just launch the program, although I should probably close this other one that I already have open. So if I open this, it'll output a bunch of mess into the terminal, but here we go. So you can just like run it like this, and you can like symlink it to some place where you, like your system will recognize it, and you can run it like this. You don't need to really install it like I'm about to show you, but like I said, it just will give you the desktop file and the man pages and all of that. So we're running 4.6.3, but yeah, so this is what you can do if you want to go like a simple do the simple way, but you can also just run this AppImage with dash help, and it will, I'll just pipe it into less as well so that it's easier to scroll. It will give you like information about what else you can do, and you can see that there's also special options for a MuseScore portable AppImage, and there's an install like option, I guess, or command, and you give it a prefix, and it will install resources for desktop integration into that folder. So that's what I did with my previous 4.6.2. So let's do it for this one. Basically, the way I organize things here is that like I like keeping maybe like a couple of previous versions in these subfolders, and then I symlink. So if I do ls-l, you can see that this link just points to MuseScore 4.6.2, and then I create another symlink in my opt bin directory, which is on my system's path. So all the binaries in there will be recognized automatically, and then I just create a symlink there, which points to, it's a relative link, but it goes to home Alex opt MuseScore 4 MuseScore, and then this last part is the path to the binary. It goes to bin ms, what was it, like MuseScore 4 portable. I don't know why they have like two symlinks for the same thing here, but I guess it's some kind of naming convention thing. Maybe something was called this, maybe some like traditional name, so to speak, or something. I don't know, but that's what they have here. So I just link it to this MuseScore 4 portable, and the symlink itself in my bin folder, I just call it MuseScore 4 because I don't know, this portable thing doesn't really add anything in my case. So this way I can just relink the symlink, and my this will automatically be linking to whatever version I point this link to. Hope this makes sense. Like it's just like a way to manage versions in case something doesn't work in a new release, so that I don't have to like relink everything. I can just like do it the standard way all the time. So let's install it. I'm just trying to remember what it does exactly. I don't think you can just give it a folder name because it'll. So 6.4, 4.6.3, this will fail. Prefix is, yeah. So I think I just need to create that folder. So I'll do mkdir that. Let's see if this works. No, it doesn't work either, because you need to give it actually a full path, like an absolute path. That's what I was trying to remember. Couldn't quite recall, but yeah, basically you can do that by using the pwd shell variable, and that should that basically, if I echo this, that will expand to current directory plus whatever subdirectory I give it. So this will now work, and here we go. So now we have all this stuff unpacked. So if we look at the tree, now we have this MuseScore 4.6.3 with all this stuff inside. So just like we had in 4.6.2. So now all I need to do, because I have this opt MuseScore then MuseScore for symlink already set up, I just need to relink this to 4.6.3. So let me remove this, or can I? I'll just remove it and do ln V. You can also do R for relative link, but in this case it doesn't really matter. And link MuseScore 4.6.3 to MuseScore. So now we have it relinked to the right place, and I can just type MuseScore 4, and it will launch the program. I'll click this don't show welcome dialog and click OK. Close it again. I don't typically launch it from the terminal. Like I said, I just use this feature of Awesome Window Manager to use this run prompt. So you can type MuseScore 4 there and then press enter, and it'll launch it without all this mess in the terminal. Just launch the program, and we can use it from here. So this is installing MuseScore 4. So I find it helpful to have this to unpack it like this, because then I can have like access to the man page in case I want to like do something on the command line. So let's see, MuseScore 4.6.3. So the man pages are in this share man subdirectory, and I already have a folder that I set up for like to link man pages to opt share man, and then I obviously have these like subdirectories that are standard to how man pages are organized on Linux, and then I have my MuseScore man pages linked there. So let me see, let me do tree MuseScore 4.6.3 share man. Let's take a look at it like this, just that. So it has, for some reason, like again, like MScore for portable.1.gz, and then a symlink to it named MuseScore for portable1.gz, which is like, I didn't really bother with like linking all of this. I just created a link to MuseScore for portable, and then created my own symlink within my custom man folder to MuseScore for portable1.gz, and I called it just MuseScore 4.1, so that the man command, I can just run man MuseScore 4 instead of doing my MuseScore for portable like this here, and then I can open it. So to be able to use this a custom man directory like this, you need to set up something called manpath. So that's a shell variable. So if I echo manpath, you can see that I have a couple of directories specified there. So this is like places where the man command can also look for manuals. So you need to set up this variable to do that, and I think I have it in .profile, I think. So yeah, manpath, I just added things here, and this is how you can set it up. So nothing too complicated. It's a the variable itself is a colon separated list of paths, absolute paths to man directories. So this is how you can set that up. So man MuseScore 4, it provides some information about like what options you can, what stuff you can do from the command line. You can like create PDFs, for example, and it's just good to have everything like in a standard way, and I'm used to using man pages, so this is helpful to have, and like, yeah, just as a reference for all the command line stuff. So that's MuseScore. Now let's take a look at that sound manager. So on the website they provide, let's close this, They provide a deb package actually, so and also an RPM. I guess like that's also maybe a package format for other distros. I'm not entirely sure, but I think that's what it is. And also a tar archive, which I haven't tried. I just downloaded a deb package and installed it with apt. So like I already showed you, I have like a just a place where I download stuff like this. Or no, I actually used the tar archive. I forgot about that. So yeah, but like you can also install a deb package if you prefer, and then install it with sudo apt install then // if you have your file in the current directory, and then your package .deb, whatever the file is called. But we have a tar archive here, and I can take a look inside what it has. So if I use tar-t for test, it is the same as like list for tar. It'll just print the contents of the archive, and I'll pipe it to list for easy scrolling. And basically this is what the archive has inside. It's just everything's already kind of organized, and all you need to do here is just unpack it and then run this Muse Sounds manager in bin subdirectory. So let me go back to my directory where I have it installed, and so I have it I just unpacked it. I'll cd into the Muse Sounds manager, and I also have the same kind of system here as I have in my, as I showed you, I have in my MuseScore folder. Just extract each version in an individual subfolder and have a symlink to whichever one I'm using right now. And so if I take a look inside, so once you extract it, again you get a desktop file, icons if you want to like set up your menu on your desktop environment or window manager, and then you have a bin subdirectory which has some things that I don't know what these are, but Muse Sounds manager is the kind of the file that you need to run to download those high quality sounds for MuseScore. So there's also a README file, you might want to take a look at that. And yeah, so I symlinked Muse Sounds manager in the same way as I did the MuseScore itself. So here it is, the symlink, and yeah, so that's we went through that already. So I'll press meta R for my run prompt and then in my window manager, and I'll type Muse Sounds manager, and let's open it and take a look what it is. So basically once you open it, you'll have all of these free sounds available here, and you'll just need to click install, and it will download them and install them. You have some options here. You might want to choose a directory where you want to install them. I set up this home Alex local share MuseScore, so I just have this like local subdirectory in my home folder where I kind of organize things in this Linuxy way. So I have local share and MuseScore 4, just a directory that I myself created, and I choose to download all the sounds in there. So not a lot going on here, but basically that's something that you might want to do just to keep things organized. Yeah, so basically I think wherever like you install it, MuseScore will just like find them automatically. I think it just updates MuseScore's config files. Like this Muse Sounds manager updates MuseScore's own config files to tell it where these sound packs are installed. So yeah, just click install and they'll download, and we can take a look at that directory. It's local share MuseScore 4, and I have some other subfolders there, but the one that so where the sounds get downloaded is Muse Sounds. So it'll basically you'll set up this this directory, but it will also create another subdirectory there called Muse Sounds, and we'll install the sounds there. So if we take a look at the Muse Sounds thing, this is what happens here. A lot of stuff, realistic sounds for MuseScore. If you run DUS, I like using psi units, but whatever. Why am I like dwelling on this? DUSH Muse Sounds. So it's 16. That will be like gigabytes, but if you want gigabytes, like units of 1000, it's like super nerdy stuff, but that will be 17 gigabytes. So not that much, I guess. So what's all these other folders? These are things that you also might want to set up in MuseScore for itself. So go into MuseScore's options, and like it also has some kind of places where it looks for stuff or wants to store stuff when you want to save it, like your scores. So let's see, where is it? Folders. So if you go into folders here, you might want to set up your like the directory where you want to store your music that you write. So I have this folder here, but the rest of them are actually this this thing we just looked at. So plugins, I have the scores here. Like, why do I have it here? I don't think it has anything. I should remove it. It's just like, yeah, I put it here first, but then I moved it elsewhere. But the rest of them are like plugins, sound fonts, styles, and templates. So you might maybe at some point you want to decide you want to like customize something and or install some plugins. So this is where you would put those things. And there's also some things that some folders that weren't created automatically, like VST3 for VST plugins, and like something else. I think it looks like something else is missing here. Styles, templates, plugins, sound fonts, musical symbol fonts. I guess you can also use your own like music font, like the font that is used to create the actual score. So maybe you can use those custom fonts as well. So I also just set it to musical symbol fonts in this directory. So it's kind of nice to have like everything organized in this Linuxy way, I find, but obviously everyone has different preferences, but this is how I do things. But I thought it would be helpful to mention how to like what things to set up first before you start actually using the program, because yeah, it's just good to know where all these folders need to go and how to install these custom or not custom, but these realistic sounds and whatnot. So if we just start a new score, maybe create from template and just like whatever. I also like that they allow you to invert the, like they call it invert, but basically a dark theme for the score itself, because I just can't tolerate like looking at the white screen for a long time. Anything more than like 30 seconds really just becomes overwhelming for my eyes. Yeah, so basically what was I gonna show you? The sound fonts, or like not sound fonts, but those, I don't know if they're sound fonts or whatever they are, but the Muse Sounds. So once you install them, they will appear here in this menu. And so let me see, is my MIDI keyboard, yeah, hooked up. So here we go. This is like piano from that pack, and we can take a look maybe at something like a saxophone or something. So pretty cool stuff available out of the box. They also have some paid pack, like sound packs, like like this one, which you can purchase. But like these are free, and these are great already. They already cover a lot of ground, as you can see. A lot of realistic sounds available here. So, and yeah, and you obviously can install your own sound fonts and do a lot of stuff. Pretty cool program. Like MuseScore has evolved a lot since I used it last time, which is really nice to see. So yeah, this is, I think, basically what we're gonna end this video on. I hope you found it helpful. Yeah, that it helps you set up things on your Linux machine relatively quickly and know like where everything goes. Just a few tips and tricks. So basically, yeah, if you would like to support this channel, you can do it at ko-fi.com/linguisticmind. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.